Freestyle, some big hitters in this field. You see the meet record, 41.91, the legend Alex Riggy out of Yale. Pool record, Oliver Lee out of Harvard. We've got a couple Princeton Tigers, 3 to be exact, four Princeton Tigers, and 2 Harvard swimmers in this final. Again, we talk about the team race so big, but your top qualifier is going to be an Ivy legend, Eric Schultz out of Penn. He's won the 50 in his career. He won the 200 twice. Now he's looking to add the 100.
Right, and it's going to be an interesting race between him and En-Wei Wright. En-Wei Wright's been a 43.0. Schultz has been a 42, so it's going to be a good showdown.
Let's take a look at the lane assignments. Lane 1, that's Ben Schaefer, the sophomore out of Princeton. He was 11th in the 50 on day 1. Lane 2, that's Alex Lewis, his teammate, also a sophomore out of Greenwich, Connecticut. Runner-up in the 100 back. Lane 3, Sebastian Lutz, freshman out of Harvard, 6th in the 50 free. Lane 4, your top qualifier, Eric Schultz, the senior out of Penn, 2-time Ivy champ in the 200. Lane 5, En-Wei Wright, the junior from Princeton, won his first Ivy title last night in the 100 backstroke. Lane 6, it's Sunday Bull, the hero from last night's 800 freestyle relay for the Princeton Tigers. Lane 7, Ed Kidd, the sophomore out of Harvard, 9th in the 50 on day 1. Lane 8, the freshman standout from Penn, Mark Andrew, got into this final on the heels of a swim-off in between sessions, won the 400 IM in record time last night.
And any one of these swimmers in their own right is capable of doing something really special. So the field's close enough. I don't have an educated guess on what we're going to see here, Josh.
Anybody's race. We expect Eric Schultz in lane 4 to be out fast. Keep an eye on him. En-Wei Wright also has a lot of speed in 5.
A bit of a slow start for Wright there off the block. Schultz absolutely nailed his start, and we can see that as he's out in a blistering 9.50.
Eric Schultz taking this race out very quickly, as he's known for. Look at lane 2. That's Alex Lewis, the sophomore out of Princeton, also right there. Schultz and Lewis after the first 50.
Ed Kim up there in 7, the #1 recruit in the country. He's making a move, as is En-Wei. Here we go, last turn. Let's see if Schultz can hold on. Bowl charged him down last night. That's certainly going to be in his mind. Here goes Wright.
Wright and Schultz coming down the stretch. Who's it going to be? It's going to be...
It's a tie.
A tie for the Ivy title in the 100 freestyle. Wow. En-Wei Wright of Princeton, the junior, and Eric Schultz, the senior. 43.19. What a swim.
The Tigers are fired up tonight. Important to note, not only, here's add them up and then divide them by 2 and each school will get them, so that's important to know for those Tiger fans at home. Also, Ben Schaefer and Alex Lewis moved up. Ben Schaefer was seated 7th, went to 5th. Alex Lewis staying around that 6th spot there. A big swim there for Ben Schaefer to be able to move up to 5th.
The Tigers go 1-3-5-6. Wright running down Schultz in the stretch. It was anybody's race, and they touch at precisely the same time. 43.19.
I'm not sure if Eric Schultz knew they tied at first, the way he started celebrating, and then he sort of came up and took a second look and gave a smile to Wright there as we see the guys talking. Great camaraderie between Eric Schultz and some of the Princeton guys. Princeton had a not too great meet at NC2As last year there, and they were hanging out with the Penn guys in the stands some nights and just sort of talking. And that's the great part of the Ivy League here is the camaraderie these guys have. Not just it gets pretty heated, obviously, at this meet, but once they move on to whether it be summer nationals or in Omaha when they see each other, or later in life as well, it's one of the stronger camaraderie sort of factors you feel with the tradition of the Ivy League.
That being Eric Schultz's last individual swim at the Ivy Championships. He won the 50 a couple of years ago, won the 200 back-to-back years. Now he adds the 100. What a career he had, huh?
Absolutely amazing. And what's even more impressive is, Mike Schnur for years wasn't getting the standout recruits that he's getting now. And Eric Schultz wasn't one of them. He was good. He was a very good Pennsylvania swimmer in high school, but he was certainly not as big as he was. I remember I actually recruited him, Josh, and he was a wiry guy, and he's put on a lot of weight now. And I remember saying that to him at NC2As last year, saying, "Man, I made a mistake with you." But he was certainly fired up to go to Penn, so I don't know if that really would have mattered. But very impressive development he's had there with Mike Schnur at Penn.